Hello folks, I'm Ty Nitty. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk a little bit about a new PEGASUS product, which is the latest and the greatest in the market today. As a professional trainer, I've always relied on tack that never breaks down on me. Time and time again, PEGASUS has always come through with great products that never breaks down on you, that you can always count on and rely on, whether it be in the round pen, trails, arena, competition. One of the greatest training concepts I've always had with horses has been the concept of pressure and release to teach a horse. Whether it be a walk, trot, canter, roping, penning, sorting, dressage, hunt jumper, hunt seat, it's always been about pressure and release to teach the horse to get the best results. The PEGASUS training fork, when it comes to form, function, durability, has never let me down. The webbing material on this product is laid over 3 times, and it takes about 8,000 pounds of pressure to break it, so you can almost guarantee it's going to last you a great while. The O-rings on this training fork are designed to fit any rein, whether it be a fluffy end tail, roping rein, thick rein, nylon reins, whatever rein you have is guaranteed to fit this. We also have a 22-inch lightweight chain on it. This chain has been designed to literally fit any horse, from a draft to a medium to a small size horse. This bull snap right here is designed to fit any D-ring that's in the market today on any cinch. It's good for any horse that wants to get away from you, get away from the bit. High headset, low headset, any form of correction, you can accomplish with this. And it is a true embodiment of what pressure and release is. And we'll put it to the test. This is Bear. He's a 5-year-old AQHA stallion who's been trained at the 66 Ranch for a lot of various Western disciplines. So today we're going to use Bear to show how to set our training forks, to show where placement is supposed to be on this horse, to get that proper collection on this horse. So what we want to start with is first with the bull snap. We're going to run it right down the center of this horse, and we're going to attach it to this D-ring on your girth. Now, this is just to get your foundation to start. These forks are going to sit too high as is. So what we're going to do is, one of the great things about having this chain and this bull snap is that we can actually take the bull snap out. We can run this snap right through the D-ring right here, bring it back, and we can clip it on back to the chain and as we find our desired setting for our training forks. Rule of thumb, when you're setting your forks, you kind of want to keep it right at the V of the neck. So basically the O-ring that sits in the middle needs to be at the point where the neck and the chest, the halfway point, right on this mark right here. So as soon as we found that, we're going to come back, set it right to our chain, and now we have our desired setting. So here we're going to take our reins and run it through. You want to run it down right towards the top and pull it over. Same thing on your left side. Set your forks down, up, all the way through. Now I do want to stress something with this training forks. A preferred bit of choice to use with this training forks would be a O-ring snaffle or a D-ring snaffle. I really wouldn't use a leverage bit because that's going to put too much pressure. Again, this is all about pressure and release. We want to teach with a minimum pressure in the mouth as possible. Okay, so today we have Sarah, our assistant here. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Ty.
Sarah's going to come over and help us out with Bear, and she's going to go ahead and get on Bear, and then we're going to kind of demonstrate how these training forks work. One of the things that I like to see on these training forks is slack. I don't want to see direct pull on this horse. And one of the other things I don't want to see on this horse is this head being yanked all the way back. And one of the precepts of that is when this hand has to pull on this rein to correct a horse to get it to turn around, you're going to pull your hand back here behind your hips. How many times have you seen that where people will kind of pull their hands all the way around behind their body trying to get a horse to turn around? That's what we don't want, because there's a couple of things happening. One, you're stretching that horse out way too far. You're compromising your seat as a rider. So these are the things that we want to alleviate. Anytime you want to turn this horse, so I want this horse to come right to me. So Sarah's going to show you just by picking up this rein. That's it. And if you can see, Sarah's hand never went behind the body. She never compromised her seat, but she got the effective results that we need out of this horse. So we're going to ask Sarah to go ahead and take this horse around. And if you can see the horse, head's level, getting down pretty good. We got that nose down a little bit. That's where I want. He's a Western horse. I would need him to keep a lower head set. So I'm going to ask Sarah to give me a 180 to the inside just by picking up that rein. There's that 180. Sarah's hands never left in front of her hips. Now I'm going to ask Sarah to go ahead and give me an inside 360. There we go. Perfect. To me, when you're riding, the seat is the most important part. You never compromise your seat. And these forks help you with that. Go ahead and give me an inside 180. There we go. Continue on. Perfect. Keep going. And you can see there's not a lot of pressure in the mouth. We're not pulling, but it's going to help this horse correct that pole and correct that neck and to give a nice turn when we ask him to. So to go ahead and give me a outside 180. There we go, right into that fence. He's collected, he's not fussy. So we're gonna ask Sarah to go ahead and put a wool on this horse. Perfect. As you can see, this horse was never yanked back. The forks did its job, pressure and release. We're gonna ask Sarah to go ahead and back this horse up. Go ahead and inside 180. Perfect. Keep going straight and put a wool on that horse. Excellent. To the fence, 180. And whoa. As a trainer, I've always looked for what's going to make this horse work the best, the easiest, when I need him to do something. Like Bear, we're in the process of teaching him to neck rein. So one of the things I don't like to see when people do is they cross this rein over here, they cross this rein over there. With these training forks, all I have to do is balance my reins out and just pick up one side. It engages every concept there is to neck reining. As soon as I pick this side up, my outside rein contacts that neck, and this horse learns it. Now this horse only has about 2 weeks of actual reining training. And I like to give them a lot of rein when they're walking, and these forks help that. The minimal weight on these training forks applies just a tedious amount of pressure right on the bars of this horse that gets him to level that neck out without me even have to pull on this horse, trying to teach it to force his head down. I need to be able to drop my reins on this horse, or any horse that I'm training, or any horse in the trail, and for them to keep that neck level and walk off on me. And that's exactly what these training forks do. One of the great things I like about the pressure of these forks and the release of these forks is that I can easily pick up here and let go, and that horse gets the idea. And it turns with the bend to the body, not an abrupt turn where the nose gets yanked around. And that's where a lot of the people falter. When we want to get that horse to turn around, we grab this rein and we kind of pull him here. That's what we don't want to do. As soon as you pick up this rein right here, look where he bends. Right dead center of his neck. And that's what we want. And that's very minimal pressure. Ooh. This is Thor, a 3-year-old AQHA gelding that's in training for Western Pleasure. So we're going to set our training forks in the same position as for any horse. We're going to find the center point of the chest, and that's where we're going to set that O-ring to. And then the only difference from Western to English in using these training forks is hand positioning. For Western Pleasure, our hands are going to be wider on the seat, right in the middle of our thighs. And for English, it'll just be the opposite, which will be closer towards the hips as such. So Western and English. So today we're going to ride Thor in a Western discipline and Western pleasure. So let's carry on. This is the headset that we want on a Western pleasure horse. We want that level neck. We want the eyes forward, nose pointed to the ground. We want that slow collected walk. And if you can watch the training forks, how they engage, they keep letting that horse know, hey, there's a certain area that you really can't go past, and then you got to come right back down. And that's exactly what those forks are engaging that horse to do. This horse has only been in for about 30 days of training, and the forks have played a key role in getting this horse to where he is right now. That's good. This is Charlie. He's an 8-year-old AQHA gelding. Charlie was that typical high-headed horse that elevates his neck, gets his head up in the air, and kind of runs away with the bit. So here's another great candidate for our training forks. And as you can see now, he's pretty calm, collected. He'll chew on the bit a little bit, but that's okay. He's a bit chomper. But the concern to me is that he keeps his neck level, bends at the pole, and stands here quiet. That's very important to me in teaching this horse discipline. So we're gonna ask him to go ahead and move out. Before, Charlie would have his head straight up in the air, kind of want to trot off, jog off, or try to run off. And now again, we got him responding really nice to this bit, using these training forks. And just like everything else, when I ask this horse to bend and turn for me, he bends right here, middle of the neck, and follows through with the rest of his body. This is what I look for when I'm training a horse. And I cannot do this on a free rein. This is where these training forks has time and time again helped me to put this horse, or any horse, in a nice collected state to walk, trot, canter, turn when I ask him to, and at a stop when I need him to stop, he'll go ahead and keep his nose tucked in and stop for me. Boom. No more head up in the air when I ask him to stop. So here's where the rounding of this horse, collection of this horse, all are attributed to me just using these Pegasus training forks. And from me, whether it be a novice, intermediate, a professional trainer, there is no greater attribute to use on a horse than these training forks.